This is my athletic workstation, and I'll explain what's going on with this specifically, but I have been compelled to share, as I think it would be selfish to keep these ideas to myself, as I'm passionate about them, and I'm also wanting to save lives and improve the quality of everyone who basically works on a computer, because the way society kind of is right now, especially in school, there's so much sitting. Workforce, the standard is you have these computer jobs where you just sit, but I mean all the data shows that sitting just kills you. It shortens your lifespan for long periods of time. So why the hell, basically I'd have to make a video. I need to share my thoughts on this. It'd be selfish if I didn't. So there's this video. So why is sitting for long periods of time so bad for you? Okay, imagine it this way. I'm a human being. I'm gonna maintain this posture from 9 to 5 every day. I'm hunched forward on the computer. My legs up. I'm sitting. When I come out of this posture, my body is going to stay in this posture because I'm holding a stretch, right? If our workstations were like this or something, screens are up, then we'd all be like this or whatever when we came out. But since this is just the accepted posture, the normal one, you see a lot of this. Shortened hip flexors, lengthened glutes and so forth, shortened chest, lengthened back. You have a lot of people walking around, guys and girls, in positions like this, where you have this heavy curved back and so forth. And what this is doing is compressing our internal organs. Our internal organs have less room to operate. When I'm in a position like this, I'm not in a position to breathe deep, so I'm just going to have less oxygen. I'm not in a position to digest well and so forth. All my organs are just squished up. I'm going to be having stomach aches. I'm going to be having headaches. I don't want that. I want to open up my hip flexors. I want to open up my chest. That will allow me to breathe deep, to stand at my true height, and to speak and laugh in the way that I want to, that reverberates in my body, basically. So that's why I'm like fuck sitting. Basically, I'm like fuck sitting. But at the same time, I don't necessarily want to maintain the same posture, even if it's standing for hours, because that's not really good on the body either. I mean, you can have a standing job, and you'll know it just isn't what's up. If you think about how we sleep, for example, we're just rotating through various postures, and we don't hold them for more than 5-10 minutes or whatever, and that's kind of my philosophy on my desk setup it comes from. So this is my standing, or athletic workstation rather. This is the monitor, and my eyes are right here, so they're low in the computer rather than at the top third. That forces me to stand tall. If you set your monitor down here, you have to lean over to see it. If you set your monitor up here, you have to reach through your body in order to see it. And that's just good because we want to expand the room our internal organs have to operate. So that's a thing. I also have my keyboard set up at allows my arms to be at roughly 90 degrees. Good for circulation. I have the computer set on a 30-inch table basically, which is awesome as it allows me to, one, rotate through positions, take pressure off by putting my knee up, but also when I'm doing this, it allows me to simulate my bottom squat position and work on opening up my hips. And for those of you guys who don't know why squatting is so important, squatting is basically our body's way of lowering to the ground to sit, to use the bathroom, for athletic movements, for birthing, and so forth. And with the advent of all these chairs and modern technologies, a lot of us lose our ability to squat and I don't want to lose my ability to squat, and I can simulate a bottom squat position alternating between the left and the right while I'm on my desk. Also, while I'm standing, I have my baseball, so I can roll out and massage my bottoms of my feet or plantar fascia if I want, or while I'm working on my functional flexibility or mobility, my bottom squat position, I can jam the baseball in there and massage around the inside of the knee. I want to be able to rotate through various positions. Sitting is fine for a certain amount of times. The human body is definitely designed to sit. More on flat ground, but I mean, when I sit in my workstation, I can dangle my feet. I can go crisscross as if I'm sitting on a downward slope, which is a lot more natural. Put my feet up or whatever, and I have this trackball which I've been using for 2 decades. Really nice. I can just hold it and use. I don't need to be in a certain position. It allows me to operate even remotely from my desk. Same with my keyboard, it comes off if I want to do that. And that allows me to basically alternate through various positions while I'm working that are natural to my body, that allow me to maintain my innate human movements and don't do what happens to a lot of us where we lose our, our organs have less room to operate. We get a lot of tension in our bodies and we don't have the ability to squat anymore. So I'm like, screw that. If you want to copy something like this, highly recommend it. Obviously, if you work in an office, you're gonna get weird looks. If they say no, then, I mean, do you really want to be working in a place where they hate on your ability to live? Like, I don't know about that, but a lot of places do, so who knows? Oh yeah, I've got a space heater and a fan so I can control my temperature. Agua, water, obviously. Finally, I'll say that, like, if you want to build one of these, pretty easy. You can make it out of whatever. Like mine, I set my tower, put on some wooden drawers that weren't in use anymore, jammed in a broken mirror, put my monitor on top. Really simple, like this standing, a table, another table. Not really the most expensive setup though. And if you don't even need to make it out of this, like I actually have a second workstation that's even like more bootleg in my room. These computers have different purposes, but like the dimensions are basically the same. I even have the same 30-ish inch table or whatever to open my hips up with. So point of that is it's really easy to make one of these, and it can really improve your quality of life. Like if you work on the computer a lot or find yourself sitting a lot, I should definitely think that you should plan on putting yourself in a position where you can work on your computer and not kill yourself. You can maintain and improve your fitness level while working 3, 9, whatever, how many hours you want to work. So that's where I hope society goes, not necessarily towards this design, but something with the same ideals. You could go treadmill desk if you have the money or something, or try something out like that, but I had to share this. Hope it makes a difference for some of you guys. That's my athletic workstation.